Us is one group, and I'm going to tell you why If You See Something, Say Something campaign is important. First, I'm going to discuss a little bit where it came from, why it is important, and how it works. The See Something, Say Something campaign has been around for about a decade now, and it has recently become nationwide in 2010 under the direction of Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano. I can't really say her name, sorry. And her staff. The See Something, Say Something campaign was created to present awareness within civilians who live within the U.S. It's also to prevent terrorist attacks from starting again. Have you guys take the subway, right? And you see this, or maybe this one looks more familiar. If you see something, say something. Basically, what it came about is from starting really from 9/11. That's the major one. If you guys don't remember 9/11, on September 11, 2001, a group of terrorists hijacked 4 passenger planes, and 2 of the passenger planes were directed to be crashed into New York City's World Trade Center, also known as the Twin Towers, which was the city's tallest buildings at the time. The 3rd plane crashed into the Pentagon, and the 4th plane was directed to go crash into the Capitol building, but the passengers on the plane fought back with the hijackers, and it crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. Basically, the See Something, Say Something campaign is to prevent this. These are some of the after effects of it, and it's still affecting people to this day. So now I'm going to tell you how it works. It's very self-explanatory. If you see something, say something. If you see a suspicious person around, let a police officer know, let an MTA worker know. There are police officers stationed throughout New York in major train stations, major tourist attraction sites like 42nd Street and Central Park. And there's always an MTA worker in any train station or any bus that you go to. If you see suspicious packages also, you can let somebody know. A lot of people don't really speak up because they think that nobody else speaks up, so they're like wary of if they should or not. But in actuality, a lot of people speak up. In just 2006 alone, there was about roughly 9,000 calls made into 911 and 311 about suspicious packages being left behind. And out of those 9,000 calls, 816 of them were deemed serious enough for the FBI and the police departments to check. So I can't stress this enough. If you do see something, say something. No matter how small or anything, if you find it suspicious, let someone know. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, Brittany, important topic. I feel like you didn't get the lesson about the introduction. You missed that. The conclusion was sort of there, but not really argued. Important topic again, and basically it was correctly organized in kind of the background of it, what's set up, how it works, and that in fact it does work. and then the final statement, which is go ahead and do something. So this is basically the Monroe's motivated, but you didn't really make the argument fully. You had 4 minutes and 20 seconds. You had another like 3 minutes you could have played around with. And I just felt like if you had put a little more thought into it, you would have figured out that each of these steps needed more kind of like, you needed to argue it. That, you know, this needed to be more, that this in fact does work. Examples of it working. Telling us what is a suspicious package. Making more of the argument that this is important, that we really need to do this. I don't think you really were behind it. It was basically there, but the introduction really didn't set it up well because you didn't really have an introduction. And then each of the steps wasn't kind of, you weren't really behind it. And then there were no citations. I didn't hear any citations at all. Visuals are okay, but again, you just didn't have that, you know, that you really believed what you were saying. And that's really important. Okay? All right, yes.
Can I comment on it?
Yes, please, go ahead.